Rocky, I
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison and this is my Wonderland. I know it's been a long time. So basically guys, I can't remember when the last time my video was, but I've been gone for a few months now and it's been numerous of things why. One of the reasons why I've been gone is because I just haven't been feeling really creative with YouTube. I haven't been doing my radio in a while, so I just haven't been really feeling creative. So I just stopped doing content. One of the reasons why I wasn't feeling creative is because I was trying to transition into a new role, staying with my company, but just a new role. And I was so stressed out about getting this job that like nothing else mattered but me trying to get this job, because I thought if I get this job, everything will be better. Like I won't stress no more. Like I'm gonna be happy and everything is gonna be good. So I was just so focused on like getting this job. Sorry guys, if you hear noises because my windows is open. But anyway, I was so stressed about getting this job. Like I was like, just, I don't even know how to explain it. I just was so stressed out. Like I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. Like I was just so nervous and anxious. I wanted out of the department that I was in currently, and it just was, well, at the moment, not currently, but at the moment I wanted to be out of that department so bad that everything around me just didn't matter. I just wanted this job so bad. I felt like I seen everything and everybody around me getting and growing, and I felt like I was working so hard and it wasn't coming to me, and I was putting in the work. I wasn't just like, oh, this needs to come to me because it's me. I was putting in the work. I was researching the job title I wanted. I was linking up with people that was in their job title, just shadowing them and seeing how the job title goes, just to see if this is a really good fit for me. And it was, and I fell in love with it. And it just took a very long process than what I thought. And it's just like, it wasn't coming to me and I just couldn't relax. So around that time, it just was like so much on me with getting this job that I just was like, yeah, I don't need to do anything but focus on this job. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't feeling creative. It just wasn't there for me because I was so much focused on the job. Now, another reason why I also wasn't feeling creative is because I was diagnosed at least a year and a half ago. I went out on leave at my job. One morning, I just was feeling sad. Like I literally couldn't get out of bed. Like I couldn't get up and get out of bed. I was crying. I just was like stressed out. Everything around me seemed like it wasn't going right. My job was terrible. Personal stuff was terrible. My relationships was terrible. Like everything around me just was wrong. And I just couldn't get out of bed. And I was already going to therapy for my domestic abuse situation. So it just so happened that my therapist sent me a text message and was like, hey, I would like to schedule another session with you. When would you like to schedule a session? And at that moment, I just was like, I don't feel like I really need to talk to no one. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be alone. And I just expressed that to my therapist at the time. And he just was like, well, you know, come in, let's talk, let's wait this and see what's going on, basically. And I sat there, I talked to him, and I told him everything was going on, how I was feeling. So when I had my son, I had postpartum, but I didn't tell anybody because I just felt, you know, I didn't want to seem crazy, and I didn't want no one to feel like I wasn't capable of taking care of my son. So for me having postpartum and never dealing with that, it kind of swept it under the rug. It caused me to come into a deep depression. And I didn't realize it because I kept trying to fight it. I just was like, oh, I'm okay. Like, I'll get over it. Like, I don't need to talk to no one. Like, I'll be fine. So me not dealing with that caused me to go into a deeper depression throughout the years. and I didn't realize it. So my therapist suggested that maybe I should reach out to family and friends and let them know about my depression. When he first said it, I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know, like, the reaction I would get. Like, I don't know if I should just tell people. And I kind of had to, because people were like, oh, why aren't you at work? Why you on vacation? And I just kept saying, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. They like, why you on vacation so long? Like, and people was like, did you get fired? Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? So after a while, I started to tell people that was close to me and family members about my depression. And I mean, naturally, they were like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, girl, you'll be okay. Or you're not depressed, or whatever the case is. And I had to, like, really explain to some people, like, no, like, this is the stuff I've been going through. This is stuff I am going through. This is stuff I never talked about. And it's causing me to be in this depression. Oh, yeah. So that's another reason why I just was away. I just kind of shut down from the world. I wasn't going to therapy for a while. I wasn't doing a lot of things that made me happy. A lot of personal stuff was going on in my life that I didn't talk to nobody about, and I didn't talk about or face myself. I was stressing out at work. Things at home wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. I've cut off a lot of people in the past few years, and I was kind of thinking to myself, like, am I the problem? Am I the reason why these relationships don't work? Like, what's wrong with me? I kind of put everything to the back burner, and I didn't allow myself to cry and have those feelings and to feel anything. I just kind of had to put on this armor like I was a knight, and just felt like I needed to be strong, and I don't need nobody to know that I'm sad, and I don't need nobody to know that I'm weak, because I don't want to appear weak. And a lot of that comes from when I first came out about my depression, and the reaction that I got from people that were really close to me. And, you know, I literally had an argument on the phone with somebody that was super close to me, them telling me that I wasn't depressed, and basically, like, I need to cut the shit. Like, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're not depressed. People that's depressed don't do this. People that depressed don't do that. And, you know, I had to sit down with two people that were close to me at the time. And, you know, I let them know, like, I literally was crying and let them know, like, this is how I feel. This is the thoughts that I have. Like, this is what's wrong with me. And the reaction I got from them were still, you're not depressed. Like, it's nothing wrong with you. So this going around, I just kind of shut down. I let everybody around me that I'm close to still now, and at that time, that, you know, I don't want to talk to nobody. I separated myself from family and friends. I just went into this dark space where I didn't want to be bothered, and I wasn't going to therapy no more. So the waterworks. I wasn't going to therapy no more, so I kind of didn't have nobody to talk to. And, you know, I just didn't know what steps I wanted to take at that time. I just wanted to be alone. Now, I didn't want to take my own life. I just didn't want to be around nobody at all. Like, I just wanted to go somewhere and be somewhere where no one knew me. No one knew who I was. No one knew my name. Like, I just wanted to be a ghost to everyone, basically. Like, I wanted everyone to forget about me. Nothing was going right. And the only thing that was good in my life at that time was my job, because I finally got the job that I wanted. And I thought maybe once I get this job, everything will be great. Like, everything will be perfect. I'll be fine. Like, I won't have to worry about nothing. Like, everything will be good. And that wasn't the case. And I just was trying to figure out what was wrong. Like, why do I keep feeling this way? What's going on? Like, I'm not understanding why. And once I cut those people off, well, not cut those people off, that's a poor choice of word. Once I distanced myself from family and friends, and I stopped talking to everyone for a while, I was at work one day, and I just was, like, crying, and I couldn't stop crying. I was crying for, like, 2 days straight, literally. Like, I couldn't even talk to people. That's how much I was crying. Like, I had to like pull myself together. I had to go in the bathroom and pull myself together because the kind of work I do, I have to be in front of people all day. And I couldn't figure out why I was crying. And to me, I'm thinking like, oh, you know, I'm not feeling, I haven't felt like this. I haven't felt like this in a long time. You know, maybe my depression is gone or whatever the case is. To me, I felt like I was cured because I cut toxic things off and toxic people, and I felt like I was cured, and that wasn't the case. Fast forward, I wound up going back to therapy, and it felt like such a relief to go and like just cry. Man, it felt so good to cry. I never thought that I would be so happy to like cry and feel tears running down my eye. Like, it just felt so good to cry. It felt like a weight lifted off my shoulder, and I was dealing with so much stuff and holding back so much stuff that I didn't realize it. And yes, I was changing for the better. I was getting rid of toxic relationships and not being around toxic people. And I did have a change in my lifestyle, but I had a change in my lifestyle and getting rid of these people, but I never talked about it. I just swept it under the rug, basically. So that caused me to go into this deep depression. So today I'm sharing it because, you know, a lot of people in the African American community, in the Black community, we don't believe mental health is real. When you go and talk to someone and you tell them, oh, I'm depressed, or I'm sad, or I'm bipolar, or I have anxiety, or whatever the case is, a lot of people don't really take it well. And when I mean they don't take it well, I don't think they understand it. One of my good friends, I had to, when I first went through my depression, you know, I was telling her like, you know, yeah, I'm sad, like, et cetera, et cetera. And she was like, I need you to explain it to me because I don't understand it. And once I explained it to her, she was there for me every step of the way. She checked on me. She was like, let's go do this to get you out of this depression, or whatever the case is. She was there for me the best way she knew how to be there, and I appreciated her for that. So when it comes to mental health in the Black community, we don't talk about it. We don't express ourselves. We don't go to therapy. We don't go to counseling. We basically say, we'll get over it, or we'll, like, you know, pray about it, or whatever the case is. And I'm not saying praying about it is not always the answer, but talking to someone is better because you get word vomit, basically, and you get all those words and emotions out. And sometimes, you know, we don't do that. We just kind of put on this thick skin and we just go into the world with all this stuff on our shoulders and on our back, and we just don't express it. So it's really hard when you have a mental health problem and, you know, you don't know how to handle it. So I wanted to basically come out about my depression because I could be helping someone else. A lot of people look at me and they're like, you don't seem depressed. Like, you're always happy. You're always smiling. You have a bubbly personality. You're a social butterfly, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, this is true. I am all that. And because I have depression doesn't mean all that is fake and it's not real, because it is. I like being around people. I am a social butterfly. I randomly talk to people and spark up conversations because that's the kind of person I am. But that doesn't mean I'm not going through things. And it doesn't mean that, you know, everything is okay. So, yeah, I wanted to make this video just to, you know, explain why I've been away and come out about my depression, hoping that it can help someone else, or someone shares it and it can help someone else. Mental health is not a joke. It's something serious in all races. So if you're feeling down, you're feeling sad, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, you're feeling like you have to cry all the time, or whatever your emotion is, if you're feeling angry, whatever it is, I suggest you go talk to somebody. You reach out to someone. You reach out to a therapist. See if your job has any kind of like counseling or anything for free or for a discount. It's a lot of resources out there for us to go and talk to someone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.